Hey folks, we are live once more. Let me bring this a little bit down. Audio, we increase this. Yeah, there we go. I mean, let's put up to here. All right. So, I have a lot to eat and I have a lot to do. So let's see what we can do. Let's see. So going back to what we have here, we have a patrol phase and we have an alert phase. Now, I do want to return to, let's go back to Super Simple FPS Pack. There's a demo here. Not this. Animations, character, this is it. Let's go to here. It's not the same code, so they're not going to be doing anything. Can they spot me? Oh, wait, they can't. Hold up, wait. They can't spot me because I'm not using the same blueprint. Alright, so this needs to be dependent on each level. So, player control. I can't. Oh, hold up, wait, I can. When everyone's joined the stream, I need to check real quick. I actually see the stream right now. Give me a sec. Optical RX. Okay. Optical. Hey, how you doing? Oh, wait. It is. I just put in the wrong link. Let me change that real quick. There we go. Optical, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. This night, personally, will be hell, but I mean, we can go through the code of other projects to make it a bit easier. So yeah, how have you been, man? Daniel from Notre Dame. Oh yeah, how you doing, man? I know you're close to graduating. Congrats on that. Let's see. We'll be looking for the game mode. GMFPS. This is it. DFPS. Okay. Here, it won't save. Now it can. So here's what we're doing. Okay, not that. So I guess I'll show what I have been working on. Let's go back to here. Save. So we're making an enemy AI system. I can go to college. I'm starting my own company. Okay, that's cool. But you have graduated in, wait. No, there are two Daniels. Oh, now I remember. Oh yeah, I did remember you can't remember, but I do know that you have a link to the actual company on your Instagram page. So yeah, we have. I mean, I need to show this. Last stream, what we did was detail everything we needed the system to have. So what kind of phases the enemy should be in, depending on if they haven't found a player or they don't know if the player's there, then they'll just go around, walk, and idle and stay and whatnot. If they think they've heard a player, or they probably have heard a player, then they'll be into suspect phase. These are not the best names. But yeah, suspect phase. They'll be listening and investigating. They'll be going to a point, the last point that the player is last detected. It'll give them the enemies will get the player's actual location, so that will prompt the player to actually just get out of there and move. If you don't get out of there and they get caught, then there'll be an alert phase where all hell breaks loose and they start shooting. So they'll chase and shoot their space, they'll duck and cover, jump under the opportunity. Then we have very rules of detection on what are conditions if they get caught, or what are conditions to suspect if a player's there, and what are the conditions if they know the player's there. And the player AI, we have a similar thing on their side. So this is what we have. We're making this game in Unreal Engine 5. So after creating the systems, I'm going to be looking into various optimization methods, because I know that optimization is best done at the start of the game. Best done at the start of development. But yeah, we can see that the enemy is standing, has a default animation if it's standing, and walking. It goes to a specific point, but if it catches me, it'll just chase after me, and it's just going to play its animation because I don't have anything else for if they start shooting. The shooting logic, that's its own thing. And for ducking and going to cover, that's something else. I'll try to make it simple. I've been using 2 templates. And one of them is this animation character basic level. So here we can see that they have their own cover points. I don't know if it's best. I mean, it would be good if... actually, I need to check the enemy AI logic. Spawn actor, self. No, this just handles the enemy spawning. But it says self. Okay, BP soldier, AI soldier, okay. AI soldier, this. Okay, so they have logic for attacking, stopping to on-sea pawn. If it's dead, false. Looking for cover, false. Attacking, false. Find cover point. Okay. That shouldn't be that complicated. If you're not looking for cover, then If it's true, then they'll stop looking for cover. Actually, let me check the. Let's go back to this. There's logic for attacking. Like the thing I'm trying to look for is how they figure the timing. The timing they have for stopping to attack. So they'll set this to false, and if this is false, then they'll be checking. Then they'll be checking to find cover. Oh, so it says right here. When AI sees a pawn or takes damage, it responds by initially checking these 3 arguments before trying to find cover. Whether the AI finds cover based on several other factors, it will begin to attack the player so long as it's not already dead. Interesting. So they include variables if the enemy is dead. It would be, I mean, something we could add later on is that if the enemy dies for a longer while, then they get despawned because, you know, memory. I mean, there are ways we could leave it, but yeah, there are ways we could leave it, but we can't use too many enemies in each level because that's gonna be insane. I mean, Unreal Engine already has problems with optimization, so it's just gonna depend. We'll see. So that's what's happening. So a collapse script. I need to add that for the enemy we have. Let me see. We need to add that for our own enemy. So let's see. Character. No, not here. For I forgot what. No, it's here. This is the one. So yeah. So like yeah, having it also begin play and then separating into different graphs would be good. So spawn blood. Begin play only has the. I mean, then again, is it better? So these are events, so they don't rely on ticks. Spawn blood, yeah, spawning blood, that's its own event. They'll be waiting for a response. And this is again another event. These are all events. So, in comparison to this, all these are events that happen. Technically, say begin play. Is simply building the. Yeah, both of these we already have. I'd like to see this. Finding cover. And I'd like to see. Get all actors of. So they check the entire. They check the entire map. Yeah, that. I don't know if it specifies that. It would be slow. It will be slow if there's that many different cover points that there could be. Though to be fair, that does. I mean, for a smaller game, that does make sense. The logic is simple, though. Yeah, so they'll just find the nearest one, get the actual location. They'll check the origin, and then they'll find the distance. They only check for anything that's less than 5,000 meters. I think meters. True. Cast to BB cover point. Check if it's available. Then the outputs. Ah, okay. So anything less. Nearest actor self cover point. So cover point is the blue. I want it. Oh dang, I don't. So cover is the blueprint. Pawn is self. So this logic is for the BP blue. No, this is still for the soldier. They'll move it to there. And then for the blueprints that they're referencing, they'll set to the false. The enemy's own setting for being in cover will be checked. Looking for cover will be false. Set cover to so they assign for each enemy. We don't know what happens when it. We'll check. Delay 0.2 seconds, and then okay. We should actually. I mean, does it have to be like this? It's not dynamic. Good for, actually pretty good for what we need. I will need to change some things. Because I don't know. I need to check. Let's go back here. Let's go to soldier animations. So this is all just the start animations. Update values. If the character is valid, character exists in the world and references sets. I would like to see that. BB Player 2. Oh, I imagine this for the player. I imagine this is for the player and the other one's for the enemy. So let's check the... I want to check the enemy first. Because that's mainly what I'm worried about. There already is logic for them to detect bullets and for me to also detect bullets. Collision, then the damage will be set to this. I mean, I would like to have it be adjusted per body part. But yeah, what we're going to be doing next is more complicated. Let's start first with the behavior. So yeah, let's go here as a reference. So it's BB player. No, it is not. That's right. Okay, now I can. So what is going on now? Set it to this. Can I move now? Now I can. So they can't collide. So the guy literally just does not stop shooting. This is the other FPS. Oh god. Okay. I want to check a bit more about the behavior. So they just start. No, they're not attacking at first. They don't attack at first. They don't attack at first. They detect the players there. Then they'll get into cover. They'll get into cover first, and then they'll shoot. It doesn't matter if they're going to be in cover or not. They'll keep shooting. Okay, so I died immediately. Wonderful. So, yeah. Let me check a couple more things. So again with the soldier, let's go into here. So I guess it's something we need to define in the AI as well. What should the enemy do if a player is found? When you're in the alert phase. Because that's what I do want to see that they're actively taking cover, that they're gonna that's what I said. They want to actively take cover. They want to imagine if the Rangers don't know where the player's position is, but there will be timers. So yeah, to-do list include footsteps, include suspect phase requirements. Oh yeah, this is what I already added. I guess you can do this first. Includes okay, before we do this, let's add to this. Go down here, we can in the alert phase, in suspect phase. I mean, should we add this as a table? I mean, it would have been better if we organized it like this whole time. But enemy AI. So suspect phase behavior. And we'll add another one for the alert phase. Alert phase behavior. So first, they'll stop for 2 seconds and mother to themselves. So stop for 2 seconds. Make a surprise sound. Let's see. Surprise sound. Actively say they think they heard something, and two, they'll be given the player's exact position once. At the start of the suspect phase. Three, they'll walk over to the player position with slightly walk speed. Can I add no we cannot. Uh, insert row after. So let's see. They'll when they arrive at the position, they'll walk around a radius. They'll stop and then walk around a specific radius to find the enemy for 10 seconds. Let's put it like that, and then if the player is not found, they'll say it probably was nothing, something like that. That indicates that it was their imagination. Then go back to their last position in the patrol phase. Okay, so again, we don't need to add more animations because we need to add one. Yeah, we need to add one more. Specifically, when they get spooked, because that's where they're gonna be on their tippy toes. Alert phase. So, what happens if the player makes a fumble and they get caught? First, if the enemy is that found the player how do we put it? The enemy that found the player is not alive. No, let's put it like this. The enemy that found the player will be the one to shout that they found the player and start shooting. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more complicated, but the suspect phase, I think I can actually, I think we can start with this. First we'll include footsteps. We'll do all this in the to-do list. Adjust speed of enemy in each phase. Yeah, we did that too. Make a surprise sound. Heads. Put like that. They think they heard something. Yes, so that's exactly what we'll put here. They go to approximate position where they hear player or sound, which again would be the player. So yeah, 2 seconds. 2 seconds to take in that maybe they heard something, or maybe they saw the player. They'll be given the player's exact position at the start of the suspect phase. They'll walk over to the position with slightly faster walk speed. When they arrive at the position, they'll stop and walk around a specific radius for 2 seconds. 2 seconds seems like a good amount. I don't know what it is with games, but 2 seconds seems like always it's a good amount. To find the enemy for 10 seconds. If player is not found, they'll say something that indicates that it was their imagination, and then go back to their last position in the patrol phase. If an enemy is in the alert radius and is not the one again, this is going to be complicated. I want to focus on just the suspect phase for now. First, to include footsteps that can be detected. Suspect phase requirements, which we already have here, and include suspect phase where they go to approximate position. Include timer. Have alert phase be triggered automatically if enemy hears gunshot. So these sounds are supposed to, I don't know if they need to be collided. Adjust speed of enemy in each phase. Yeah. Maximum animations would also be good to include. Not the one that fell. Oh wait. Oh whoa. And depending on if they walk and shoot. No, this is what I think first. Anyway, first of all, there are 3 ranges. Let's put in 3 ranges. Actually, let's make this 2. Let's make this 2. Is this the best way to put it? I mean, we are getting. Oh wait, yeah, we can use this. That's good. So to back. We want some text. No, not there. We want some text up here saying. attack range. And now we're gonna be stopping there? No way. Because we're gonna add an even bigger circle. Actually, no. Let's put this to the back. Let's copy this whole thing. Copy and paste. I'll take this out here. So it's not complicated too much. Patrol phase. Patrol phase, and we'll put this I'm out of names, but let's put running range. Running range. So here's the thing. Obviously, if you're gonna be using pistols and the player's like 40 meters away and their enemies are closer to them than they are, then it's probably not the best idea to just shoot while they're like 40 meters away with a pistol. So what are you gonna be doing first? Also because the player literally will not be able to aim that far. Is if they know the players, if this enemy says, "Hey, I know where the player is. It's right here." Okay, so they'll know the player's position, but they can't shoot. So they'll be running into the attack range. They won't be shooting or anything. They'll just be running to where they heard the player. They heard where the player is. In the attack range, they'll do a combination of two things. They'll be shooting. Three things. They'll be shooting and running. If they see the player, they'll be shooting and running. After some seconds, they'll be looking for cover points, and then going there if there's any. If not, then they'll just keep shooting. And three, if they're in cover, then they still can shoot. It's a combination of those three things. That would make the most sense. I think it's just best to just write this down for now. Like this, I think I'll be able to do. Because running range, this would be. The player should be able to escape. The player should be able to escape. The player should be able to escape this range. This is just depend on if they find a player. So if the enemy is outside, if the player runs outside of this, and they'll be bringing these ranges with them. So, of course, it's gonna be bigger distances, so it's not gonna be as easy to just run away. But they can. We'll put it like that. So, if an enemy can hear, if the enemy knows where the player is, but they can't shoot because but they're too far away, they will just be running to get in the player's attack range. In the running range. All right, next one. Okay, I could still work on the enemy AI, but all these ideas are here. I'm gonna write them down. If an enemy is in attack range, they'll be looking for doing two things: shooting, stopping, and shooting. And trying to find cover points to shoot from. Trying to find and running to cover points to shoot from. Now, of course, the player has more experience. No, say the player's a bit younger, so they can escape. They can't escape. They run well. If an enemy is gone, is dead, all behaviors will not be triggered. I don't think that's something we need to include in the animation blueprint. So yeah, what the? Oh, I didn't want to open that. Let's see the cover point. Oh, so just going to whatever position it is. So that's why they're always going to the center. I mean, we'll have to put in like an invisible indicator. I mean, in indicate something that pops up in development, but not in the actual game. I'm pretty sure that is possible. That should be possible. Yeah, that's 100% possible. So let's remove all this. So this is the logic we were working with. This is what we added. Seeing player. So set value is bool true. So yeah, we'll be going back to this video as let's see. We'll be going back to this video to add the extra stuff we need. So you have the behavior tree. Let's go back there. Behavior tree. So AI behavior tree. So we have these for You have these for both the alert phases and the patrol phases. Oh my god. Okay, please. Just let me. There we go. So let's add the suspect sequence right here. We'll connect to here. The blackboard. Okay, so how do we do this? Do we actually divide it by tasks? Yeah, we do need a task for the suspect phase. The tasks can have their own timers, I believe. Yeah, we probably could. We could, maybe, I don't know. So let's see. We'll add a wait. At least we'll add a wait for 10 seconds, let's say. They could be walking, looking around, etc., etc. But here, we need to add our task. We can't do much without adding a task. So, blueprint class. Is it task? Let's go back to video. So they already make a task here. They already made a task. Let's go to oh, we can create it through. If I'm not mistaken, we can create it through here. Yeah, we can. Okay, blueprint base new. We'll make this a B team suspect. Now, I think I know why we can't include. We can't include. No, we could. We could include wait phases. We could. So let's see. Let's compare and contrast. Receive, execute. Alright. So I believe it was it was right here. Because this is timed. So compare contrast. We're going to open both. I mean, this is mixing both. We need to get the player's location once. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. So before we develop this, we actually do need we need to add something else. So let's see. Let's save first, compile. I mean, we can just get the actor location. Get actor location. Do we put an away here? let's check. Let's try like this. So 2 seconds. So execute the suspect phase. To wait 2 seconds, execute suspect phase, wait 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, we can, no, this is infinite. Not here, not here. Not here. This is something we would need to include in the suspect phase. The reason being that they needed 10 seconds to look around, and that time is going to be going off inside the enemy's behavior. So it's the enemy's behavior itself that is going to tell the behavior tree, hey, I haven't found the enemy after 10 seconds. I'm going to set this back to false. That I haven't detected a player or anything. So that's what's going to trigger this to go back to the last known position of the enemy, and it'll just go back to going into patrol phase, patrol sequence. So blackboard condition, add decorator, black. What the heck? So is it just this? Yeah, blackboard based condition. So simply put, this is infinite. But this is gonna happen once. If it's gonna happen once, then let's try. Let's try. So suspect phase. Let's add a comment if I could. Let's go back to whatever we have here. Oh, these has their own comments here, just so I don't forget. Like this. So yeah, first we're going to need to actually include the footsteps. So the thing is, this is something we need to adjust inside the actual enemy behavior, the enemy blueprint. The condition will be set and unset inside the enemy blueprint behavior. The end, they'll say this, and then so we'll put like that. Now, to add footsteps, I have no clue. Let's do just that. So let's add suspect Do we separate it by suspect player and suspect sound? I'll do it like this, suspect player. First, we'll do it by sound. Sounds easier now. By sight, that's gonna be a little bit more complicated. So let's go to here. How to add footsteps in UE5. Depending on service would be nice.
Hello guys, in this quick tutorial I'm gonna teach you how to create these cool footsteps for different materials. And also I'm gonna show you how to create running footsteps and landing footsteps for different materials.
Alright, Nixx Studio, that's gonna be perfect.
So let's get started. First, let's open content drawer. Here, open content, and I already have this tutorial folder, so we will have to add here our sounds. As you can see, I already have these concrete, snow and wood sounds. Here you can hear them.
Step 1, find sounds. Royalty free footstep sounds. Step 1. Let's go to, I don't even know where this, I don't even know where I have my project saved. Not great. Let's check. Epic Games. I can't find it. Or is it in program files? It probably is. UE7 feature packs engine. Show. Can I check save as? No, I cannot. How about I go out here, save current level as. Okay, fantastic. Okay, save. Oh, it's actually perfect. All right, have that here. So the folder's content. Let's create a new folder for sounds. Add another folder for player because it's going to change. Player, footsteps. Here we can add our stuff. So here, sounds, player, footsteps. All right, now we can add. No, royalty-free footsteps. This is what I wanted to find. All right, let's turn down the music a bit. Are we taking off the music briefly, just to hear? Wait, actually, do they have? No, you don't. But They are using the same. Okay, concrete. Let's hear. Great start. Great start. The website doesn't work. Yeah, oh, it's right down here. No, it actually doesn't work. Okay, wow. Wow. Grass leaf. Will it play, please? No, 11 laps. Okay, let's go to like another website. It's the third one for free footstep sounds. This is taking way too long to load. I've already lost my patience. Here. Let's find concrete. Okay, maybe not footsteps, but maybe just footstep. Footstep. I just need one footstep. Wait, is this generating? Alright. Footsteps. I just need one sound. The reason why we need just one is that we can repeat it and change the pitch every time we call it. Ooh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I completely forgot we have our own marketplace for this. There is footstep, footstep. Auto footstep. There are systems we can use for free. I mean, I think it would be good if we learned it ourselves. Small sound. That's just what I need. Just a sound kit. Grass, heel, metal, mud, naked feet, sand, sandals, footstep deep, shoe on streets, knee deep. Oh my god, I can't speak. Let's see. Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. Oh my king. If this works as intended, how do you film these? Defensive shoe on the street. The metal one is what I really want to hear. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, you guys have seen John Wick, right? No, it's not even John Wick I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about JoJo Part 5. There's a sound, there's a footstep sound that still be perfect for like an ominous atmosphere. I'll add these for later on. We just need to make them echo. That's the only thing. We're getting pretty close. I think that's what I'm looking for. There's one I could probably extend and edit. Let's move that with hello. Let's move that in footsteps mini pack sound cue. So let's see, let's underground. Which was I looking for? I think this might be the sound I'm looking for. This sound would be good. Let's just take the tiles. The tiles would be good. Let's take the tiles. We'll take these, put them in where I have the sounds. Did it get deleted? Oh wait, actually did get deleted. Oh my god. Sounds. Player. I see. So this is what Unreal Engine does. So put them in footsteps. How about we just we'll just copy there. Copy to here. And oh, I see. Oh, that's why we have the advanced copy. Now let's redo that. Delete here. I mean, wouldn't it also make sense for the enemies to have the exact same? Actually, let's delete these. You know what we'll do instead? Sounds. Move here. The player we can keep, but the footsteps will be moving there. Yes. Let's get back to it. So the footsteps mini pack we can delete. We can delete. We'll go back to sounds, footsteps. Now let's actually do the deed.
So just add your sounds for every material. And I also like to add this landing sound, as you can hear, for every material as well. So the first thing we will have to do is to select, pressing shift and left click all of these sounds and create single queue. We can call it concrete and left click all of these sounds and create single queue. We can call it pressing shift and left click all of these sounds and create single.
Okay. So he actually does have it divided by. Yeah, he does have it divided by. Alright, so let's do just that. Let's move them all to. Yep. Move here. And now, like the video said, we'll add the
We
music
can
back.
call it concrete and now create queue for landing as well. Now
Okay, my guy, you don't need to gatekeep the audio you're using. mean, is he gatekeeping? Alright, so let's see.
Just make the same thing for both of these sounds as well. Alright, when you're done, just open the cues. Now, everything you will have to do is just press override attenuation and
Actually, I'm going to bring this over to my second monitor because this is going to be a bit more complicated. I'll shorten this, put up here like this. And yeah, it should be good. So let's increase it a bit more.
Alright, when you're done,
so concrete Q. So let's see.
just open the queue. Now, everything you will have to do is just press override attenuation and enable occlusion. So now just save all of these sounds and you
Okay, save.
can close them. So when you're done with your sounds, the next thing you will have to do is to go in settings and project settings. Now in search, type physical surface and
We have to include the materials. We have to include the materials. Oh my god. Let's go back to levels, warehouse tests. So what are we doing now? I mean, as a
here
project settings, physical does it say? Oh, I can't spell for my life. Surface type, yeah. Oh my god.
we will assign our materials. So for me, it is gonna be concrete, snow,
Please.
and wood. So now you can just simply close it.
I'll include metal. Later on, we'll add more sounds, but I don't think there'll be a lot of footsteps sounds we're going to be adding.
This project settings. Now just open your content drawer once again, and I already have this materials folder with all of these.
Alright, so now we find actual materials. Each is and then done. Materials. Next time I'll probably try to stream sooner. There's marble, but what I want to try to find. Okay, a lot of people like marble, which that concerns me. It'd be more like a metal we should be. Actually, let's go back to here. Types of floors used in warehouses. Okay, yeah. Why am I looking this up? Why am I, okay, concrete. Concrete, let's just find concrete. So yeah, let's see, what's here? I guess interesting, but we don't really need that. Does this look good? I mean, with how it repeats. I mean, it would be good if they had a zoom in function. That would be nice. Yeah, this actually looks good. Let's go with this. That's my project. Add to library, now it's a project. This isn't, Jesus Christ, okay. So, materials. Let's see if we can actually see the material. This is how it looks. This looks very more white than I thought it'd look. We'll keep it for now. We'll watch something else for materials later on. But we have to stay focused on what we need to do. So what type of material instance? Is that what we have? Yeah, so
materials that you can see here. So I got them from here, from Pixel Bridge. You can just simply type here's no materials that you can see here. So I got them from
what? This has been the whole time. Oh my god, that would have been so useful 5 minutes ago. Okay, concrete. Let's see if we can find what type of concrete they have. just saw. Yeah, let's just forget it. And we're cool what we have.
Here, from Pixel Bridge, you can just simply type here snow, and you will get a lot of different snow materials right here. So now just right click and search for physics, and here you will see physical.
Fab, mega scan, surfaces, concrete, medium. Physics. And I'm guessing it's physical material. Yeah, I imagine it's this.
Material. So just create one, select physical material, and
Can you create more? I imagine that's why that menu is there. Otherwise, that's a really useless menu.
call it PM concrete. And now just
Okay. Oh shoot. PM concrete.
good, then save and close for all your material. So now
Open the menu. So surface type, it'll be concrete. Okay. You can try to find metal later on.
Now once again open all of them, and here you will see the surface type. So if we are inside wood, we just have to select wood, then save and close. For snow, snow, and for concrete, once again save and close. Alright, so now we will have to open our materials. So if you will have your material looking something like this, you will find in details this fish.
Can I look around? Oh, here we go. Oh, so it's just because it's sun that it looks like this. When you look down, this is what it actually is supposed to look like. Okay, so that's good. That is good.
Material. So you will have to
No, so there's something we need to add per material. Surface material. What did he add?
to type like this in our materials. So if you will have your material
No, so we can add your here. So PM concrete. We can add your here. Nice.
looking something like this, you will find in details this fish material. So you will have to type here PM, and as you can see, concrete, snow, and wood. For me, I'm gonna add them here. So type fish and add for concrete PM con. For snow, once again type PM snow, and for wood PM wood. Save and close. So now we are ready with the setup. We have all of these materials, physical materials. We also have these hues, and also in the project settings we have 3 different surface types. So now this is where the tutorial.
Okay, so let's save. Go here and I mean, guess we can replace the floor with the material. Missing. Are you serious? Oh wait, wait, hold up, no. It's M-I. It gave me an error. M-I. There's so many different types already. Is it this one? I think it's this one. And it's giving me an error. Okay. Missing material parameters, but which ones? Which ones? I just genuinely do not know. Do we find another one? Let's find another one. Let's try the link. That's the tutorial guy was mentioning. So, no, it was window, Quixel bridge, concrete. Let's try to find more concrete. Construction rubble, concrete pavement. Let's try going for this. I think this would be better for the game because it's supposed to be like an abandoned, not like an abandoned warehouse, but just like a warehouse no one's in. So yeah, that would be better. That would be better. And Epic Games is complicating things a lot more. Signing through Epic Games once more. We go ahead with 940257. Yes, allow. Is that it? Can I? Yes. I totally read that. What is it? That's fine. Sure. What if this subscribe? What is it gonna show me? Yo. Okay, how about you show me what's actually free? How about show me ones I can afford? All size, nope, nope, nope. Okay, how about? Jeez, are all these? Do I have to pay for all these? What if I go for low quality? I still have to subscribe for low quality textures. Yeah, all this is easier said than done. Give me a sec, guys. Alright, I'm back. So let's get back to fixing this mess. So, we've already replaced it. Why is there Can I replace it? No, I can't. just meant to say flashlight, but that works too. Like it should work. This should work, but for some reason not. So check log. Okay. Oh. That's at the top. I'm supposed to be going at the bottom. What does it say? Yeah, so yeah, which is what it should be. If I add this again, and it shows me the exact same here. Okay, what's hard. 105. Missing. Okay, good to know this has happened to literally everyone else. And this has been a problem that's been 5 years old. Everyone goes through the same problem. So it says the material parameters are not defined, even though like aren't they already included? Let's see, same problem. Make sure you are on details tab and on the wall settings. Oh. Okay. It took someone a whole year just to respond to that and just say, oh, by the way, we're just editing the wrong list. Okay, there we go. This looks very pixelated. I imagine we can change. I imagine we can change. See, oh Christ. No, it just put the entire texture as it is. See it. How to reduce size of texture in UE5. Alright, maybe I should be more specific. How to reduce, because look, they're assuming that I want to actually reduce the size of the file of the texture. How to reduce let's say change amount of a texture in UE5. Scale.
¿Estás listo? En Claro iniciamos un camino de innovación que no se detiene.
To resize your textures, all you need to do is to drag and drop the texture onto the object. In my case, it's a cube right here. Unreal Engine will automatically create a material for you. Next, double-click on the material. In the material editor, type in texture coordinates.
Okay, material graph. How do we open that up? Is it the exact? Yeah, but where do I?
And connect material. In the material editor, type in
This one's what we're looking for. Okay. And that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so is there any texture coordinates? Seems not likely. This one's what we're looking for. So let's go here. Check to see.
texture coordinates. And connect nodes.
And connect it to the texture sample, which is that's not something we necessarily have, do we? I mean, I assume it's gonna be here, but and you see, here it's the UVs, but what are UVs? The UVs are here. Are you joking, man? So,
On the material, in the material editor, left side and save. And informative textures in Unreal. That's how you scale and resize textures in Unreal Engine. I hope you find these to V tiling values. On the left side,
oh. I mean, can't we just be stupid and replace all these with this? I mean, let's check before. Shoot, oh God. Let me undo. So nothing. Why is it so smooth? Can we just replace with this? And then from here we can.
and connect nodes. On the left side, adjust the U and V.
Five? No.
Tiling values. You'll see your texture change accordingly.
we actually can change it 10. Just change the rotation. We can try to play. Yeah, I think this is good for now. I think it's good for now. We'll keep going with the tutorial.
Tutorial mainly starts, so we will have to go in BP first person.
Okay, so we're going to go to the first person we have as the player. I want to keep going until I do have university in the morning, but I do want to at least finish. Okay, Christ. No. What I would like to finish, basic body cam. I do want to include the detection system for audio. At least leave it off to there. We did have to include a lot of different stuff today. But yeah.
And start coding. So the first thing we are going to do is press plus in my blueprint window, like this, and call this footsteps trace.
Alright.
Now create a branch node, and as you can see, we will have to get some condition. So we will create a new variable and call it after footsteps cooldown.
Alright, so branch. I'm putting the monitor on let's put like this and like this. I'm gonna put the other video, the tutorial on the other screen just to save time.
And drop.
I'm really good to put a plural encoding for variables, so we'll leave it footstep. I mean here, yeah, I don't really like the name footsteps, footstep trace. Sounds a bit cleaner.
Drop it in the condition, like so.
So,
Now from shoe, create sphere trace by channel.
get sphere. Not get, but sphere. I can't spell sphere. Trace by channel.
We will have to right click on this end and press split struct pin. Now drag here this capsule component from component, split struct bin trace by channel, we will have to right click on this end and press
Alright, and split struct bin.
split struct bin. Now drag here this capsule component from components window, and from it get scaled capsule radius.
Alright. Get scale capsule radius. Don't know if you need to use another split struct again. I mean split.
Now connect it in radius. Now create get actor location and connect it right here. Now
Let's set the start.
Now from it again, create break vector.
Imagine here we connect the points.
So the eye will go in
Do we connect all three?
sphere trace by channel and eye, and X will go
Yeah, we'll connect all three.
in X. So from here, create minus. Now we can just copy this capsule component, and from it, type get scaled capsule half height.
Oh. I mean, do we need? We can just do this instead. Get scaled half height. We can use the same capsule. We don't need to divide it. So you have this. Delete this link and put this here, put this here, minus, subtract, I imagine by this, and then we put this up here, because it'll subtract the actor's location, it'll subtract it by half, and that's the position we get for Z, which is going to be up and down for the player, because the coordinate system that Unreal Engine uses, Z is the one that's up and down. I mean, that's in general, but that is in general. I can't remember if it's the right hand. I believe it's the right hand coordinate system. If I'm mistaken. Maybe. Let's see.
Now connect the minus, and finally connect in NZ. Now from here, create branch and connect the return value in this condition. From this out hit,
Alright, branch. Return value. Out hit, it's gonna try to
create break hit result.
break results.
Open it, and from this location, right click and promote to variable. Call it hit result location. Now also from this out hit, take get surface. Type and connect. Now also from this out hit, take get surface type.
Get surface type. Alright.
and connect the true in this vector variable. Now from this getSurface type switch and this switch on E physical surface. So as you can see now, we have this cool node that has all of these outputs for each of the material. So from concrete, type play sound at location, and for the location, it's gonna be
so it's actually, oh my god, this is a really good system. So when the cooldown is equal to true, it'll play the sound. It returns a hit. Finds object that responds to a given trace channel. And from here, if that's true, it'll get the surface type from here, get the location, and it'll actually switch depending on the physical surface, the one we created earlier, and assigned to the actual surface material we had. And now we can actually, I don't know if it's the sound or it's
be our hit result location. And here type concrete Q. Now
oh my god. Oh, so this system is very adaptable. So it's not just you have to add, I mean, this is more automatic. You can add as many cues as you want and add as many surfaces you want to the project settings so that you can just keep connecting each sound, which is good. It'll get annoying later on with the amount of, with the amount of materials you would want. I don't think you would need like 30 materials. I'm like 10. 10's a lot, admittedly. But yeah.
We will have just copy this 3 times and
for now I'll just leave it at this. Since I only have one material, I just need the sound to play for the enemy to hear.
Get in snow and wood.
And
On a player plane, type snow Q, and for here, wood Q. So now let me quickly explain how this function works. So when we're gonna move, it's gonna create a sphere on a player location, and it's gonna check on what material the player is currently on. And it also will get the location where the sphere was created. So it's gonna play the sound exactly on player feet. And also it will get all of these different results. And if our surface type, what we just hit, is concrete, we're gonna play it concrete, snow, and wood. Alright, so now we can close all of these functions and we can start.
well, I shouldn't. Let me see. From here on out and for the rest of the tutorial, he creates a logic. I want to see what we can do for now. As to what happens if nothing happens. Alright, nothing happens. So we still need the other part of the tutorial. But what was I gonna say? I forgot. Can't dwell too much on that. Let's keep going.
Start coding finally in the event graph.
Oh right, because we didn't actually connect this function to anything. So of course it's not gonna. What the heck? Okay. Of course it's not gonna do anything because we didn't connect it to anything. We created a function, but we don't have any way to connect it to. So we have aiming. We have. did the wrong one. I added the wrong one. No, this is the right one. No, this is the right one. What am I doing? What am I talking about? No, what I was looking at was the other system. So crouching, I feel like that's a condition I need to put in for the I'll check later on. I'll check later on.
Yeah. So the first thing
I'll add it because it'll just not sound right.
we're gonna do is create a timeline. We can call it TL footstep.
So we can just spawn anywhere. Actually, I don't know how we did that. Footstep logic. So we have the timeline footstep art. Timeline. Nope, not a component. The timeline. It's at the bottom. Yeah, it's at the bottom. TL. So this timeline allows values to be keyframed over time. So we did see this for other ones. TL aiming. Okay. So imagine this is what was used for. This is used for animations primarily, if I'm not mistaken.
Now open it, and here make the speed 0.50 seconds. Now press this loop button, and for the track make an event track. I'm gonna call it alpha. Now press left shift and left mouse. It's gonna create this cool key, and for the time we're gonna type 0.50. So now from alpha, now press left shift and left mouse. It's gonna create this cool key, and for the time we're gonna type 0.50. So now from this alpha output we're gonna take the function we just created, footstep trace, not the land, just the footstep trace.
Take the function, which is gonna be up top. Oh no, not here. Not here. Footstep trace here. Alpha.
And connect to the timeline. So now, not the land, just the footstep trace, and connect.
Oh, that's useful. That also is useful.
To the timeline. So now, create a new custom event and call it footsteps timer. Now, from it, create a set timer by event.
This is what we really wanted. Let's see.
For the time, I'm gonna type 0.01 and looping. From the event, we're gonna create new custom event.
Two custom events. So I imagine this will actually be the one that actually plays the sound.
And type check for footstep. From here,
Check. Footstep. I mean, can I delete my own message? I can.
create a branch node, and in the condition, it will be very specific condition. So take the character movement from here. Now from it, type get velocity, scroll down and take this node. Now from here, type vector length xi, and from here, once again, type grader like this. So we're gonna take
Grader.
this node and connect the condition.
And connect all these. I mean, we can weave. Put these here, put these here, and this will be a condition.
Inside of this. So now open the components, and from here take the timeline foot.
Oh, it's here. Components. That's a lot of components. Like now the deadline for the jam is already closed. I wouldn't have gotten this done in time. I'll say that because the amount of things we need to get done. I mean, I would need to get done in little time, so when they're worth it. I mean, I feel like this is worth it, but the consistency needs to be maintained. So,
footstep we created earlier. So if the speed is going to be 0 or less, we are going to stop our footstep. And if the speed is going to be more than 0, we're gonna type compare float, and now here we go.
Alright, stop. Bring this up top. False will be here. I mean, we can just put this down here actually. Compare float.
gonna type our player speed. So if you don't know,
I mean, is there a way we can get our current player speed?
your player speed, you can just simply press on this character movement and type here max walk speed.
Max walk. I have at 300. I mean, it's just for walking now. Imagine it's source not for running. If so, the time would be a bit quicker.
You'll probably have 600, but I have 300 for my speed. So now, once again, take this character movement and type get max walk speed. Now,
Get max walk speed. King. And compare with this.
connected to comparing. So what this is going to do, it's gonna compare our current player speed with the maximum walking speed. So if our player speed is currently more than the walking speed, we are going to play a running footstep. So we will have to take this TL footstep once again and type play and also set play rate.
All right. Once again, take this, get, play, play rate, which order we're going to do it.
For this, we are going to make make 1.075. So the timeline is going to play sounds 1.75 times faster. For the running. Now create exactly the same code, but for the walking. So for me, it's going to be
I'm pretty sure I have. I should change this to 300. Nope. 350. Set this at 350. To 350. If it's higher. If it's higher, then it's gonna play the animation at a higher rate, and it'll play the sound. Now, if it's something else, if it's walking, then we'll play like this. And because in the crouching state, you're not gonna be walking at either of those speeds, AL's just not play. We could actually add that. But later.
1. And connect the equal. So if the player current speed is exactly the same as the player max speed, that means that we are currently walking. And now you will have to create this event on landed node and also event begin play. I already have some code right here, so I'm gonna just from the end create this timer. We created this footstep timer, so when the game will start, we're gonna actually start this timer. What we
Alright, so let's check the begin play. Begin play. If I can. Timer, and this is how we call the function.
Will every 001 second check if we are walking. And also for the event on landed, we're gonna create this footsteps trace land. So when we're gonna land, we're gonna play our footstep. So now we will have to take this after footstep cooldown. So set after footstep cooldown, trace land. And also
Do I have an on landed? I actually don't believe I do. You stand up, I crouch, aim, exit aiming. Nope, this is actually something I do not have. So let's add it. So on landed, upon landing when falling. So this is just for if we're up in the air.
for the event on landed, we're gonna create this footsteps trace land. So when we're gonna land, we're gonna play our footstep. So now we will have to take this after footstep cooldown. So set after footstep cooldown and press yes. Then create this delay, type for example 0.25. Copy this and now set no. So as I said in the start of the video, I'm gonna explain what is this going to do. So after we land, we are making sure that we will not play the normal footstep in the same time. Alright, so now press compile and save, and we're ready to go. Oh, yeah, as you can see, we don't hear the sounds for some reason. 1 second. Alright, so the issue was actually in this branch. So this after footstep cooldown, it was supposed to be false.
So let's check the footstep trace. Oh no.
Actually in this branch, so this after footstep cooldown, it was supposed to be false. Yeah, and also I made these things in wrong order, so this was supposed to go in input and we should compare with our speed.
Alright, and here.
Right here. So now we can press compile and save, close this, and And now,
Alright, so let's check. Oh, nope. What's the issue? Did I accidentally disconnect something? Nope, it's something else. Set play. Ooh, yeah. Here it is. This is the error. And we compile it. This should work. Yeah. That was the error. That's my mistake. Now let's see. Alright, we have our sounds. If we crouch. I'll add that condition now. I'll add another branch. And this condition is going to be crouching. If it's false, then it'll just stop there. Probably not the best way to do it. Probably there's another way to do it, but let's see. So. It's still playing for some reason. Now that is weird. The enemy is not doing anything that I'm detected. Let's take out. Oh, it's because of the extra state I put it in. That's why it's not working. I should actually go to sleep soon because I still have class tomorrow. But let's make it so that let's add one last thing to make the condition complete. Now it's just gonna be a couple things. I did want to work more on the enemy part, on the enemy AI, but like, seems this is gonna be difficult now. I'm gonna be streaming for 2 hours and 37 minutes. Dang. Yeah, the problem is it's going to here, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to here, that's why it's getting confused. A blackboard key. The enemy. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is what I added. Now, let's see. I did a suspect player. So the enemy needs to. How to have enemy detect sound in UE5. That is a 15-minute tutorial. Yeah, you guys can see it. 9 15-minute tutorials. I'm gonna leave it off. I'm gonna leave it off for now. I'll include this. So we do have footsteps to do work. I don't really like leaving things off broken. In this case, not broken. It's just that there's just missing context. So yeah. Okay, let's update the list of the to-do list. So first, have enemies detect sound, detect footsteps, fix footsteps being audible while designed suspect system more accurately and implement it. 4, 5. So yeah, we're gonna leave it off to that. These are the list of things you need to do. So what I'm gonna do, so I don't forget, I'm gonna make this as big as possible. Like 24, yeah, that should be good. 24, to-do list. Have enemies detect footsteps. Play exclamation sound when it happens. Now this can only happen when they enter this state. This can only happen once. So if it's not true that they're in this state, then it'll play the sound and then put the state set the state to true. So it can't play the sound again because the state is gonna be. It's late. It is late. It's nearly midnight. It is nearly midnight. I'm gonna go. The next stream, I would like to stream again sometime in the week, preferably Wednesday. Because this week there are some things with university I need to deal with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll keep working on this. Hopefully we can have a better AI system implemented for enemies by the end of this week. If not, then well, we're still learning. We're still learning. Thank you all so much and have a good night. Cheers.